It looks like Wayne Rooney is all but set to make his return to Everton this summer after 13 years spent with Manchester United. Rooney played over 550 games at Old Trafford, scoring 250 times and breaking Bobby Charlton's all-time leading scoring record in the process. While the past few seasons have been less than stellar for Wazza, a move to Everton could see him recapture his best form. With Rooney's potential move to Everton, it's got us thinking about some other players that return to their boyhood clubs. And we've actually found 8 of them, so here are 8 players who had pretty successful returns to their boyhood teams. Marco Reus. Reus spent a decade at Borussia Dortmund's academy before leaving for Votves Allen and then moving to Borussia Mönchengladbach. His performances were so good for Gladbach that Dortmund splashed out €17 million to bring him back, and since then he scored 89 times, played 189 games, and is now the club captain, in spite of so many injuries in recent seasons. Mark Hughes. An absolute nightmare for defenders in his first time round at Old Trafford, Hughes worked his way through the academy before breaking into the first team, where he spent 6 seasons. He was then snapped up by Terry Venables, who wanted him to partner Gary Lineker at Barcelona. However, things didn't quite work out for the Welsh international. After an unsuccessful loan move to Bayern Munich, Fergie decided to break Man United's transfer record to bring Hughes back to Old Trafford. And 2 league titles, 4 FA Cups, 116 goals and 352 games later, Hughes became a cult hero at the club. Cesc Fabregas. Fabregas spent a lot of his childhood at Barcelona, but failed to make it into the first team at the Camp Nou. So he decided to move to North London to join Arsenal would be the right thing for him to do, and he made his debut at just 16 years of age, in a midfield consisting of Patrick Vieira and Gilberto Silva. However, after failing to win a title with Arsenal, he decided to move back to Barcelona, where he won the Copa del Rey and La Liga in his second season there. Paul Pogba. Pogba actually joined United from the Havre, but spent 2 years in the United Academy before briefly making it into the first team. After leaving on a free to Juventus and becoming one of the best players on the planet, Pogba won 4 Serie A titles. And it would take Man United a world record fee to bring him back to Old Trafford. While he probably wasn't up to his best last season, we're expecting him to be amazing this season for Jose Mourinho's side. Alan Shearer. Technically, Shearer only actually had a trial at Newcastle back when he was a young'un, but somehow he didn't manage to get signed by the Magpies. Instead, he went all the way to Southampton before joining Blackburn and winning the Premier League title. After turning down the chance to sign for Man United, Shearer finally got to prove to everybody that he was a perfect fit for Newcastle and to wear that number 9 shirt, and it cost Newcastle a world record fee to bring him home. However, thankfully, the rest is history, as Shearer managed to break Jackie Milburn's all-time leading goalscorer record in just 10 seasons. Graham Lasso. Lasso joined Chelsea's academy in 1987 and went on to feature 90 times in the first team. However, he was allowed to leave for Blackburn for just £700,000 in 1993. And he proved to everybody that Chelsea made a mistake for letting him leave, because he helped Blackburn lift the Premier League title and got himself in the England team. To bring him back to Stamford Bridge, it cost Chelsea £5 million, making him the most expensive British defender of all time. Thankfully, it was worth it because Lasso went on to play another 140 games for the Blues, winning the FA Cup and League Cup. Nicolas Anelka. Amazingly, PSG allowed Anelka to leave for just £500k to join Arsenal in 1997. And after a brilliant couple of seasons at Highbury, Anelka moved to Real Madrid for £22 million. However, Anelka properly flopped at Real and PSG had to splash £22 million to get him back home. Which, let's be honest, wasn't worth it because he scored just 10 times, spent a season out on loan at Liverpool, and then ended up being sold to Man City for just £13 million. Robbie Fowler. While Fowler's return to Liverpool wasn't amazing, it was pretty heartwarming and Liverpool fans absolutely loved it. Fowler was a revelation for Liverpool in the 90s, scoring goal after goal for the Reds. However, after a fallout with Gerard Houllier and feeling like he was being pushed out the side by Michael Owen and Emile Heskey, he decided to make a surprise move to Leeds United. Fowler then made a move to Man City in 2003 before rejoining Liverpool in 2006. And the fans were so happy that they held banners up saying "God has returned." Sure, Fowler only scored 8 goals, but he did overtake Kenny Dalglish in the all-time scoring chart at Anfield. And that's our list. Who else could we have included? Let us know in the comments below, and please like and share this video, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.